Hi, team. I'm Fitz Koehler, and I'm excited to talk to you today. A little about me. I'm a fitness expert. I'm a busy keynote speaker. I am a professional race announcer. That means I host monster running events like the Los Angeles Marathon, Buffalo Marathon, and a whole bunch in between. I'm the author of the Cancer Comeback series, and I happened to beat up on cancer a few years ago, and I'm very grateful that I did. So I was asked to talk to the ladies about doing our best as women. And two things. I think number one is that you take yourself seriously, right? So if you have goals, if you have a vision for yourself, I want you to take yourself seriously and know that you can go get this thing that you want. And I feel like your mom saying, you can get whatever you want, honey. You can be whatever you want, but you have to put in the work for it, right? So I lecture to universities quite often. They're graduating seniors, and I always tell them you have to have a passion. Do the thing that you're most passionate about. But passion isn't good enough. You have to learn the most. You have to practice your skill. You have to show up early, stay late, be respectful, be kind, be a delight, right? Because nobody wants to work with a grouchy person. And I really push the envelope, lean forward to being the best that you can be. Because when I started speaking, I knew when I started teaching fitness at 14 and I fell in love with fitness and I became a true believer in it, I knew I wanted to spread that message. And so I spoke a lot for free. I spoke to teeny tiny groups. I spoke to children. I spoke to anyone who would listen so I could hone the craft of speaking. And eventually that evolved into someone, I don't know, paying me $100 a speech, and then so on and so on. And now I pay a whole heck of a lot of bills by talking, which is very important to me because I love spreading this message that I very much believe in. But you have to take yourself seriously. And you have to put yourself in the position to practice and become the foremost authority or the best or special, unique within your chosen field. And then the other thing I think is really not important, or really is important, is that we don't use our gender as a crutch, right? This woman thing is not a more pathetic thing. I think it's pretty great. It's so great that I don't have to tell people hiring that I'm a woman. When I'm a professional race announcer, so this field that I do is filled with men. Mostly men do race announcing. I never show up to a race director and say, "Hey, do you need a female voice?" Screw that, ladies. I am not a woman's voice. I am the best voice. If someone wants to hire a professional race announcer and expect the greatest experience, the most rowdy start line, the most warm and loving and energetic finish line, the most professional experience, I'm their person. Forget that I'm their girl. I never use my lady parts as a stepping stone or as an excuse for not getting work or as an incentive for someone to hire me, because I'm better than that, right? So I want you to take yourself seriously, and then I want you to take yourself seriously. And then when it comes to asking for a reasonable wage, that's your job. It's my job. I think there's only an income gap now because women are accepting less. So stop. You have to put real value on your products, on your services. If you do not value your products and services, nobody else will. So is it scary to ask for money? Sure. Is it uncomfortable? Sure. But I talked myself out of my fear of asking for money and opportunities way long ago. I used to be a competitive kickboxer. Why? I don't know. But I was real bold in a ring. But when it came to business, I was chicken poop. You know what I'm saying? I was chicken poop. And I finally realized that, I do all these brave things in a ring surrounded by thousands of people and this person who wants to knock me out. But then when it came to business, I was afraid to make phone calls. And so my mantra is always, if it does not cause bleeding, bruising, or broken bones, I'm in. I go for it. I do not let fear stand in my way. And you know what? After cancer, nothing is scary. So hopefully you don't have to have cancer and you don't have to go and stand in the middle of a ring with someone who wants to knock you out. But you should not be afraid to ask for your worth financially. And then if they say no, say, okay, it's okay to walk away. And if you are worth your weight in whatever specialty you have found, they will come back and say, wait, we changed your mind. We're going to meet you where you want to be. So that's my my advice, take yourself seriously and take yourself seriously. And while women, we should support each other. I choose the people I support based on the merit system exclusively. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what color you are, what race what religion you pray, or what is in your pants. I will choose excellent people to surround myself with at all times. And that's lifting me up. And that's also going to lift up a bunch of other women. So go get them. I believe in you. Thanks for your time.